Hi, I'm Diane Davidson from the Fine Homes Group International at Keller Williams, and I'm here today with my business and life partner, Bill Weidacker.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm anxious to know what the story is. You just came walking in with this, so.
Besides the tip of the cap, it's because we're here to talk about navigating the waters for sellers
Aye,
in
Skipper.
this market. You want to turn?
No, little buddy. No, I don't.
Okay, so more and more homeowners are being approached by people who know them, people in their circle, to sell their homes. Oftentimes there are emotional reasons, connections, family or friend connections, that cause a homeowner to want to sell a property before it hits the market to somebody that they know. And we're finding more and more that we're able to help those people navigate the waters.
Oh, I get it. Navigate the waters.
Yeah.
Well, in this market, I don't think the challenge is finding a buyer. It's kind of the challenge is finding the buyer, meaning the right buyer.
Correct.
Now, who's the right buyer? It may very well be the friend of the family, and that's okay. That's okay for a seller to sell to whomever they want. When in this market, when we are seeing list price being broken time and time again, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 over list price, the question comes down to how badly do you want to sell it to the friend of the family? And if so, that's fine. And just coming to a price isn't the only term. There's so much to be able to, like saying, okay, let's shake on it, we figured out the price. But there's so much more. And having somebody in your corner navigating through that process is important. Now, for us, we have a variable fee service that if the buyer's already been produced, or in this case is produced at any time, we're willing to reduce our fee significantly. We're going to slash that fee in most cases by half, and in some cases even a little more, depending on the term of the sale. So really, there's no good reason to not have a real estate agent on your side.
That's a long sentence.
Well, it's a stream of consciousness. There's a lot
So
going
you're
on.
conscious?
There's a lot going on up there. There's not a lot of space for rent.
So basically, what you're saying is that...
Don't try to boil it down.
I must.
It's all good.
It is all good.
Yeah.
So we're there for our seller clients, and so it's a matter of finding the right buyer, and sometimes we have clients that aren't interested in getting every last penny.
Sure.
And dealing with a person that is familiar, a person that they feel an attachment to or a recent connection to. And so in that case, all we want to do is make sure that we bulletproof, if you will, and bring a shield and wrap the cat, but bulletproof the transaction so that it comes to a closing, because that is their desire, right? And there are many, as we've discussed many times, over 100 blanks besides price, included in the five-page contract. So we help them with those terms so that they reach the goal that they have, which is to sell to this party.
Yeah, we had one come up this week.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tell us about that, would you, Bill?
No, you got me thinking about it. Maybe I'm speaking too much. But we did have one come up this week, and it really is what seems really simple is not going to be complicated, but there's more steps involved than originally thought. And I think that's the important part is that if you're selling a home, the national average is 7 to 10 years. And how many home sales are you going through in your life? 7 of them, 8 of them, 9 of them?
Tops.
Not very many. We do that in a month.
And blink.
And so the point is, hundreds of houses every single year. I'm not going to say there's no surprises, but there's very few that we might not be able to see coming down the road.
Well, you have an expression that we love. Questions are the answer, right? And we know the questions to ask. The transaction you're speaking of You know, there was a basic understanding, but it turned out that the prospective buyers do have a home to sell
Yeah,
in another state, and so there are things that we uncovered that we navigate through, and that's looking good, and it's very friendly, and it feels the way it's supposed to feel, and yet it's so it's what's the word, protected the way it should be protected.
yeah, and far less complex now.
Yep,
Let us
exactly.
take those complexities and help navigate.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, but it's true.
Right.
And so don't feel like, well, I already have a buyer. What am I going to do next? I don't need anyone, and yet you probably do. You just don't need them at a full fee.
A buyer doesn't mean a closing.
Yeah,
right?
and so call us, and we're happy to talk to you about, because as I said, we have variable rates and for these kind of situations.
Well, our policy, just to be clear, when we take a listing, our policy is that we offer compensation to a buyer's agent. So basically what we're doing is eliminating that and offering to work with the seller for the remainder.
Yeah.
So, okay, any more questions?
I don't have any, and you better not have one of me, because we don't have that kind of time evidently today.
Okay. Oh, no, I do have a little plug.
What's that?
Okay, on April 6th, there will be what we call the vision speech, and you and Alan Rice will be presenting, tell us about what you're presenting.
So Alan and I founded Keller Williams here locally, and we do a vision of real estate conversation, but it's a presentation really for a few hundred people, and it is really what's going on in the real estate market, what people can anticipate over the course of the next 12 months. It's really an annual review of what's taken place and a look forward into the future. It's a really nice event, and it's one we haven't had in a couple of years.
Right.
We did,
COVID-19.
yeah, and so now we're able to do it not only virtually, but we're going to be able to do it live. And there's so much more to be gained from a live event, and so we're looking forward to doing it on the 6th of April, and it's at the Manchester Country Club.
Oh, okay, that's very exciting.
Yes, it is.
So,
And very expensive.
yes, it is. So the reason I'm bringing it up is because anybody who's watching this or listening to this should absolutely contact their Fine Homes Group team member and reserve their seat. It's free of charge. It's a wonderful event. It was modeled after Gary Keller's annual vision speech at our convention.
But it's far, far better.
Much better than Gary. He
And-
knows nothing.
And here's the other thing, while it's expensive, it's not expensive. There's no cost to anybody that wants to come.
Right.
And it's available to anybody that wants to come.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, and I look forward to it, as do hundreds of people every year.
Yeah. Looking
Okay,
forward to it.
well, that's it for now. So thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Aye, aye.